Oh.
Good evening. Good evening. Hey, Brenda. Hey, Yvonne. So I know I said I was probably going to get out earlier. I was out today. I had to get my energy right. Today was a beautiful day outside, and Miss Royalty and I, it was Royalty's first time out, in nature, but we took a long walk, a very long walk. I'm a little under the weather, so if I get up to blow my nose. Brenda, Yvonne, Kim, Yana, Judy. Hey, beautiful ladies. Get yourself together, boo. Understand. I never want to come in and give you guys like bad energy. So if I'm not feeling it, I'm not gonna come. Even if I'm supposed to come on a certain hour, I won't come on and just give you that energy. Yes, baby. You have orange juice. You want to say hi?
Hi, everyone. I have a good skydiving, but Dad, I just got to play with skydiving.
She went indoor skydiving today. They can't itch. She went skydiving. And she had fun.
Yeah. No, look what I got. Epic.
Hey, Kayla. Here, put this over there. Here. No, put it over there. You don't have to put it on. Put it away. I'll get some orange juice. They said that's great, Mia. Yeah. Hey, bug. All right, so I see that you guys commented on a couple of things you guys wanted to talk about, touch on. So I see a lot of there's two people that said something about, staying in gratitude and or hope in spite of the circumstances and situations that you guys may be going through. I also had someone say guidance, and someone else was talking about detaching from control issues when it comes to outcomes or whatever when it comes to certain situations. So we'll hit on a couple. We'll hit on these. We'll definitely hit on these. Turn this down a little bit.
That's a lot.
Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who else in here and ain't saying nothing? Look, who else in here ain't saying nothing? Is there anything else anybody else wanted to talk about tonight? Besides what I already said. Don't be shy, guys. Seems like y'all having trouble staying grounded and anchored in your own energy when things are happening. And I'm not going to say that it is an easy task, because it really is not. It's a really hard task to do. This is something that I'm trying to do at the moment. So this is what I've been doing as of late. This is not something I have been doing. It's something I've been doing as of late, of trying to stay grounded in my energy when things are going on. Because sometimes, man, how do you know if your person is your twin or not? That's a good question. From what I know about twin flames, I know it's an intense connection, but there's always a runner chaser in the situation. It's always a runner chaser in the situation. It's like your soul recognizes what the connection is, but it's like someone always runs from it, whether it's you or the other person. Yeah, it's a very intense. It is a extremely, like you said, extremely intense. Yeah, it is. It's definitely that. Twin flames are actually sent to you guys, or sent to us, in a time of us not really loving ourselves. So they're sent in to actually put us in that focus. A lot of times, again, you be looking at the surface level of situations and be like, well, why is this person behaving this way? And not actually doing the work you're supposed to be doing on yourself. But they're definitely sent in to highlight a lot of things about you, for your growth, for your soul's mission.
I'm finished.
You don't want any more? No?
Mom.
Yes, Lord, I was a chaser.
Mom.
Now I let it go. I'm too old to chase.
Mom,
yes, baby.
I got the next one. Mom.
Yes.
These are made
Are you
of
playing with your sisters and brothers?
No. What they say, do not.
Oh gosh. When I say it's like sinusy up in here, this side of my nose has been dripping all day. This side has been a little bit stuffed up. That's this weather. It's like it's 50 degrees out now, and last week it was just really cold, and then it turned to warm weather, and it's just like, yeah. I felt the need to be accepted. I had to work on me. You don't need anybody to validate you but yourself. Okay? You should always be your number one cheerleader, number one supporter. So you saying you needing to feel accepted. So when you have that realization about yourself, what kind of work did you start going on? What did you realize about yourself that had you feeling that way? Did you go and look to see within yourself to see why you were feeling like you needed to feel accepted? Where did that come from? Where did that start? Childhood. So how do you feel now that you know that? See if you feel from it. Let's see. Do you still feel the need to be accepted? Do you feel triggered if you're not? Or if you feel like you're not?
Look, I don't want no apologize.
That's why you gave so much of yourself, because you feel like you felt the need to be accepted. You feel like you had to give and give and give. You gave a lot of yourself. Oh no. You're on a trip to San Francisco. What you doing in San Francisco? Hey, Nurse Mina. Now I have start living on myself. Okay. So you start putting yourself first, accepting you. If someone doesn't accept you for who you are, it's not your problem. Okay? It's not your problem. Not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody can take you. Not everybody can handle you. If they can accept you for who you are, not your problem. Don't allow anyone to make you feel less than. Don't allow anyone to make you feel like you're not wanted or you're not loved. People will try it. But as long as you know who you are, can't nobody tell you nothing. I used to be the chaser with my ex now. Every person has one sense of mine. Brenda said, Joe lost online. I'm cool. I'm going with the new guy. I feel so drowsy. I took some airborne. No, your reply is what? You think you are that? Because I am. I like it. I hope you feel better, Superman. Me too. Me too. I'm not getting off the live because I have a cold, Kim. But I do feel drowsy, but I'm not gonna get off the live. I'll rest when I get off my live. I know, but I'll be all right. Do y'all know how much stuff I have to push past through? This cold ain't gonna hold me down. It's trying to. Try to stay hydrated. I am. I am. If she didn't want to be on, you know what? You're right, because I sure, I sure wouldn't be. All right, so the first thing we're gonna hit on, guys, is trying to stay in the element of yourself. The key to staying, I want to say, grounded and anchored in your own energy. When things are shifting, things are moving, things being thrown at you out of the blue, um, situations arise as far as, maybe you lose your job, or maybe you break up with someone, or maybe, I don't know, I'm trying to think of something else. Maybe, I already said financial, I said, well, hardships, financial hardships, whatever. Whenever things like that come across you guys, hold on. Whenever things come across like that, for one, if you're going through a breakup, try to ground yourself within yourself, loving yourself, knowing who you are, standing firm in that. It'll help you not get so trying to say, I guess, swayed. Let me give you an example. It's kind of like well, I'll give you examples for me, because I can only tell you, based off my experience of how I do this. Now how you do it for yourselves is completely up to you. But for me, when I get into if I get into my feelings, if I start feeling, emotional about certain things, tend to start getting up in my head, like you guys probably do, when certain things, like when it comes to relationships or whatever, or family, and you get all in your emotions, and then you get all up in your head, and you start overthinking and over processing, you can't come out. It's like a never ending chaotic circus up in your head. You're like, and you're having this thought and that thought and that thought, and then everything just starts spiraling out for you mentally. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. Remember what is for you will be for you. Whatever's supposed to happen, allow it to happen. Stop trying to control and figure out what's going to happen. Okay. And ground yourself in, okay, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. God is right here. For me, I tend to kind of focus on myself. Maybe I'll go do my hair, put on some makeup, or maybe I'll go do something that I like to do. I listen to upbeat music. Y'all hear that? Upbeat music, keeping your vibration high. When y'all get into the all sulky, slow, missing you kind of music, vibration, and your vibration is already low because of what you're going through mentally, you're not. You need to learn how to raise your vibration and stay in that. I know I had a phone call with somebody I told that to get out of their bed. I ain't gonna say no names. You don't have to say who you are either, okay? um, so this person said, get out of your bed, turn the lights on, okay? Put on some meditation music. If you want to put on some good music that makes you want to get up and dance, something that makes you feel good, and shake off that kind of. That's how I handle it. For me, I have to keep my vibration high. Remember who I am as an individual. Know that whatever is for me is going to be for me, and allow God to do his thing. So I have to take my hands off the wheel, trying to control and trying to figure out and dissect what's going to happen, and why this happened, and just allow things to just unfold naturally. When I do that, it makes me feel a lot lighter, because when I'm in my mental and I'm overthinking and over processing, I'm trying to make sense of what things are and why things are and what things are going to be. It's chaos in here. It's chaos in here. And I can't function. Like, me, I can't function. It's like I can't get anything done. I don't feel like doing anything. I don't feel like going anywhere. I don't feel like talking to anyone. I don't like to be in that energy. So in order for me to get myself out of that energy, I'm like, you know what? Whatever's going to happen, happens. I try to find some things that keep my vibration high, whether it's me going outside for a walk and just releasing. For me, I love to be by the water. So when I start to get, in my feelings or whatever, if I'm in my head, I like to go sit in the water. I like to get the messages in from my guys, my spirit team, and I just sit. And before I leave, I like to take a deep breath and blow that out and leave whatever I had here there. Because water is all about emotions. But that's how I handle it. I don't know how you would go about it doing for you personally, but finding things that maybe you like, keeping your vibration high, not staying in your house or your room in the dark listening to sad songs. Okay. Stop trying to make sense of what's going to happen. And well, I wonder what's going to happen and why did that happen? Whatever happened, guess what has happened? You can't change the past, right? All you can do is focus on the right now, what's going on right now. But don't over process. If you're being mental, you can't even see what's going on right now. I've honestly stopped believing in my twin flame connection anymore, or at least the one I thought was my twin flame connection. That's really just being currently. You going through something right now currently, Nurse Mina? For me, I just kind of press into me. I press into me. I focus on work. I focus and do things I like to do. Listen to good music. Um, I'm with the kids. I just do things literally to keep my mind up, but also to keep my vibration high, and then allow. I'm just allowing whatever's supposed to happen. But I'm grounding and anchoring myself in the love that I have for me, because at the end of the day, nobody can love me better than myself. Well, God can, but here on earth, nobody can love me better than I love myself. If that person is meant for me or that situation is meant for me, guess what? It will be. And if it's not, then okay. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. So you have to be okay with whether it is or whether it isn't. If it's for me, okay, great. If it's not for me, okay, God's going to remove that and replace it with something better. That's my mindset. I take the lessons that I've learned from whatever situation that I was in, grateful for it, and move forward. Just allow things to just happen and unfold, Nurse Mina. What will be, what won't. And if it doesn't, know that that's God protection over you, because he has something much better for you. But take what you've learned from this and move forward with it. Know who you are. You guys are all so beautiful. Like, you guys are all so beautiful. You guys are all so beautiful. And if that person or that situation didn't appreciate you, not your problem. Okay? It's a lot of other people out there in this world, not just that person. You guys need some time to figure out what you want, Kim. You guys really need to figure out what you want. You need to figure out what you don't want. But most importantly, you need to let go so that you can let things be. So you guys are both putting in resistance because of things that are not being let go of. I want to be with this person, but I haven't let go of the past. I want to be with this person, but I haven't let go of this past trauma, whether it's childhood, whether it's a previous relationship, whether it's something with you and this person. There's things you guys need to let go of in order to move forward. Until then, you're gonna stay exactly where you are. So you need to figure out what you want. And if you want to be with that person, then you need to let go of certain things. Vice versa, that person also as well. How is it going to function if you're living in the past? There is no future. How is there a future? What future do you see? You don't see a future because you're too busy looking at what was and what happened already. So releasing that will allow you to see the future and see clearly for yourself what you want. Give it time. Allow things to be revealed to you. If anything is supposed to be revealed to you, whether it's good or bad. That's exactly what he says, and I'm going to do better. Kim say, okay. Next week, I'm gonna be like, spicy. It's not hard. It's really not hard letting go. It's really not. It's hard to unsee things or unfeel things that you felt or heard or seen. It's really hard to let certain things go. I'm glad you laughing over there. Remaining hopeful, remaining, in gratitude. How? Huh? Remaining in hope and gratitude, despite your situation, despite the circumstances, it's kind of like for me, you have to really remember what you've been through already, what God has already brought you through. Okay, those situations didn't break you; they made you to who you are now. Um, You've been through challenging times. You've been through hard times. You've been through struggles. You've been through financial loss. You've been through relationship loss, whether it's romantic or family or business, whatever the case may be. You have to remember that you've gotten through certain situations already, even when, especially when you're going through something. God didn't leave you then, did he? He didn't leave you then, did he? And it was probably hard to see the outcome of those situations, but you made it through them, didn't you? Somehow, some way, you made it through them, and God was there every step of the way. You have to remember that when you're going through certain things. I could be kicking and screaming over here, like, "Oh my gosh, when is it my turn?" God has already brought me out of so much that I remain hopeful of what is to come for me. Some of us lack patience when it comes to it because it doesn't come quick enough. It's not happening fast enough. But regardless of what you're going through, always remember what you've already been brought out of. Okay? Be grateful for what you have. Be grateful for where you've come from. Oh my gosh, I feel like I gotta sneeze. And remain hopeful of what God has to come for you. I keep going back and forth. Who's having problems with remaining grateful or hopeful in their situations? If you guys want to break down and let me know a little bit about your situation, I'll see what I can get for you. And why is that, Nurse Mina? Why is that?
Mom,
Yes.
phone died.
My phone died.
Yeah. Charger? Yeah, charger, guys.
So let's do the love life first. Why do you feel why do you have trouble being hopeful? Because it's like always the same situation. You just gave yourself the answer right there. It's always like the same situation, which means what? Which means what? Why do you think you always get in the same situations with different people? And this is something I tell you guys all the time on live. Why do you think you get in the same situation with different people?
Mom, see you. Mom, I'm watching you. Mom, I'm watching you.
Ding, 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 ding. Instead of you focusing on why the relationship is not working, you tend, instead of you looking at what you need to work on yourself, you tend to focus on why the relationship's not working. So you're not looking at yourself. You're not looking at what you need to work on for yourself. You're not healing either. Instead, you're looking at the surface of why things aren't working. You're trying to figure out someone else when it's like you're putting more focus on trying to figure somebody else out versus figuring out yourself. So instead of putting the focus on looking at that person, you need to be looking at you. What do you need to change about you? What do you need to look at within you so that you stop the cycle of the same person? Because once you actually figure those things out for yourself, when you meet the next person, guess what? When those flags raise up, you're like, yeah, nah, I'm gonna pass on that. Pay attention to the red flags. And they're everywhere. So you see them. Sometimes you act like, ooh, sometimes you act like you don't see it. And you be seeing it. I need to work on something. I try to ignore it and see. And there's nothing wrong with seeing somebody's good side, but don't play dumb and don't be dumb to what you see. Like, don't deny yourself of what you're seeing. You're giving them the benefit of the doubt because of what you see as the positive or the good side in them. Oh, well, you know what? They are X, Y, and Z. So you dismiss the other stuff. And then you sweep that underneath the rug. And then you sweep something else underneath the rug. And then you sweep something else underneath the rug. At the end of the day, if you sweep so much stuff underneath the rug, you're gonna start to notice. You're gonna start to notice like there's something underneath that rug, right? You see so much stuff underneath there. And then you no longer become level, you become unbalanced emotionally. Because now all these things that you swept underneath the rug are starting to frustrate you and they're festering up inside of you. And now you have a problem because now you're calling this person out on X, Y, and Z when you should have called him out on X, Y, and Z when you first seen it. See, a person's gonna try to test you to see what they can get away with. Okay, they're gonna test you to see what they can get away with. I watched somebody's video. Somebody called it checking the temperature. So men or women, doesn't matter. They will check your temperature to see where you're at and to see what you'll tolerate. to see what you are allowed. And if you allow it that first time, guess what's going to happen? What's going to happen again? Because you already looked and do it the first time. You let them off the hook the first time. So they're going to do it again. They're going to do it again. And they're going to do it again. Because you already let them. So stop sweeping stuff underneath the rug. When you see it, call it out. So start looking at what you need to look at for yourself, what you need to work on for yourself, where these triggers are coming from so that you can work on them. And the triggers may not be from this person. This person may be doing something to highlight triggers that you already have, that you already had, but you haven't healed them. This is why you're still repeating the same things. Have you learned your lesson yet? Hey, Stephanie. Have you learned your lesson yet? So if you want to break the cycle of you repeating the same things with different people, you got to focus and work on yourself. Stop putting the focus on that person, trying to figure that person out and figure you out. Figure you out. Why do you dismiss these things? Why don't you speak up and say anything on these things? Even if it makes you feel uncomfortable. You here finally? I love him so much, but I do think you don't think you have codependency issues, Kim? You don't think you got codependency issues? You just think it's him? You're just as codependent on him as he is to you, because it's hard for you to let go as well. Hmm. Stephanie, you so silly. Why did I know you was gonna say that? See, things that bother us about the other person is things that we need to take a look at when it comes to ourselves. So if someone is doing something that bothers you, you gotta look at yourself as well. Why does this bother me so much? And see what it is with you of why it's bothering you. I used to do the same, but Spicy gave me the courage to move forward, always repeating the same cycle over and over with my ex. Hey, sweetness. Okay, since I've been kind of detached from my guy, it feels like my feelings are numb. Is that normal? Your feelings are numb towards him or towards the situation? Or your feelings are just numb in general? See, for me, um, when I'm finally over it and I'm done with it, I do become numb to the situation, where it's like I just don't have any feeling for it anymore. Like, I'm not saying that I don't care about people because I'm always care about the person, right? But as far as like how this person is and what they do, what they say. Like it doesn't. When I know I'm over it, I don't feel anything. Like I don't care. Like I just it may be a Capricorn thing, sweetness, because I just don't be caring. Like I don't care. Like when you're gonna know when I'm done. You're gonna know when I'm done, because I'm gonna leave silently, and you're gonna be wondering where did Spicy go? Why did Spicy go? Him, I don't feel the same. I'll say it's. I want to say it's normal. I mean, I felt the same way as well. I don't wish anybody any, bad, bad. There's no mal intentions with me. I don't wish anyone any harm, or I don't wish them bad. I wish everybody well, but I'm be like, yeah, I'm good. Okay, well, yeah, maybe the situation because I don't care. Yeah, I don't like. I don't. When I'm done with the situation, it's just like I speak my truth. I say what I say. I'm not caring how if it's gonna hurt the other. I'm not saying I'm wanting to hurt someone, but I'm not caring at that point how it's gonna make you feel. I'm not caring because I no longer care to lose you. I don't care. Like, okay, bye. You can dismiss yourself. That type of way. Just blocked two people that came back because I'm over it, so I get it once I'm done. But yeah, I'm good. When I'm done, you gonna know I'm done, and you ain't gonna like it. I'm gonna love it though, but you ain't gonna like it. Like not tooting my own horn or anything. All of my exes have tried to come back to me, including my ex-husband. Do y'all know that my ex-husband texted me last night talking about some? Would you marry me? I'm worth it. I didn't even respond to that. Get off my phone. Get off my phone. I ain't been with you since 2019. Boy, bye. That situation been dead, squashed, and over with for a very long time. Like that is like buried in the grave somewhere. And I ain't undigging that up. And you're not even like to me, I see him as the same person because he still does the same things. He still behaves the same way. I can read him like a book still. So it's just like it's a no for me. It's a no for me. Um, you left out of the marriage with me. You got married to somebody else. You left up out of that marriage, and now you with somebody else. Like I'm good. I'm beyond good. But regardless of the whole him being in other situations with other people, it's more so. I feel like he still doesn't recognize what he's done because there has been no apology, and I'm not waiting for him to apologize. Like at this point, I really don't care. But you're trying to come towards me. How? You don't even see what you did wrong. You beat me. You cheated on me. You had a baby on me. Like I'm good. I'm good. My exit wasn't graceful, but when you always come back like nothing happened. Sure. When I say narcissist, yeah. I was trying to spin the block. Yeah, he ain't spinning. He be trying. I don't bite none of his attempts because I'm good. Like I'm good. Like I don't want you. But it's like not only is it disrespectful to me because you know that I'm with someone. It's disrespectful to the person that I'm with because you know that I'm with someone. You know he's with me. So it's like I don't even understand why you would even picture with you something remotely like that. So to me, but whatever. But it should show you this. You're not a bad person. And they know that you're not a bad person. This is why they keep coming back, because you're not a bad person. All of my exes I have dismissed. I dismissed my ex-husband. I dismissed my boyfriend, my ex-boyfriend after that. I dismissed my twin after that. Dismissed. There were other guys in the mix of that, people trying to talk to me. It's like, no, if I heard certain things, I saw certain things, I'd be just, I remember I had started talking to this one guy, and he had a whole wife. Now, I didn't know this. I had no idea about a wife, but he was in separation from her. They didn't live together, and they had been going through a divorce for 2 years. Y'all been going through a divorce for 2 years? Yeah. I could only talk to you during the day, but you were off limits at night, which makes me feel like you probably were still with your wife. Yeah. No, you were still with your wife. Can't get in contact with you at nighttime because you at home with your wife. Boy, but when he told me he had a wife, I said, "Nah, I'm good." I chewed him up and spit him out, because at the end of the day, you should have gave me from the jump. You should have told me about. You should have told me you was married or separated or whatever the case may be. For me to choose for myself, like, you took my choice away from me. For me to choose for myself if I wanted to deal with you or not. You tried to get my emotions and whatnot invest into you before you would. Nah. Sorry, silly rabbit. Tricks is for kids. I'm not one. Like, that's what the yeah. I don't do married men. I'm good. I'm good. I don't care if you going through a divorce. Come back when you're divorced and you're healed, and you're not neither one of them. Goodbye, and dismiss yourself. Not being sneaky. Yeah, I ain't stopping my life for nobody. Let's see what else y'all have here. Detaching from control issues, just allowing things to happen, trusting and placing your faith in God that whatever He's promised you, you will receive. A lot of the times we kind of get antsy with it because of it not coming in soon enough for us or to our liking. God's time is always perfect. Allow things to just happen and stop trying to control the outcome of the situation. Take your hands off and just like, you know what? All right, God. I'm about to let my mom start praying over anybody that tried to approach. I'm not going to pray with you, sweetness. Even though prayer is not a bad thing. Trying to figure out how I want to go into this one with the detaching. Needing to let go. And letting go is a very difficult thing to do. We tend to hold on to so much people, things, situations, past trauma, situations that aren't even ours in the first place to be holding on to. Sometimes you come around a family member or a friend or whatever, and they put their stuff onto you that ain't even yours. But letting go is something that you guys need to get comfortable and used to doing. We tend to attach ourselves. When I say attach ourselves, we really tend to attach ourselves to things. I feel like with this one, from whoever said detachable control issues with situations and outcomes, I feel like whoever said that's more so somebody's asking about a person. My nose. I had to learn how to my boyfriend right now, I had to learn how to let go. I found myself getting too attached. Too attached. Where when he would leave, I would get sad and upset. And I'm like, why do I feel like this when he leaves? Getting too attached. Noticed that I had abandonment issues and codependency issues. So I had to learn how to let go, allow, understand as well. But it's not easy to do. When you're in love with someone, um, it's easy to kind of attract or get like stuck to that person like a magnet where it's like when you always want, it's like a drug, like literally like a drug. Um, Drug, vices as far as, whether you're smoking or whether you're drinking or using whatever, because I hope y'all ain't, but it's really hard to kick habits. Habits. A lot of us have formed unhealthy habits. Okay, and it's hard to let go of them. That's what makes it so hard for you guys to let go of certain things, because you formed unhealthy habits that you're probably not even seeing. How do you let go? How do you let go? For me, it's by trusting God. I'm a control freak by nature. Capricorns are very controlling people. We're very controlling. Um, Aries as well. Aries are very dominant and controlling energies as well. Yeah, I want to say Taurus, Capricorn, Aries. I was gonna say Scorpio, but Scorpio is more so obsession. Hey, Caitlin. Letting go is as simple as just trusting and having faith in what God has for you. But not easy. It's not easy. Trying to figure out a situation I want to give you guys of letting go. Because I know I tell you guys, you guys need to let go of situations. And even though I say that, I do understand that it's not always easy to let go of situations. Sometimes you're like, I'm really trying. And I understand the really trying part, because sometimes, I've had difficulties letting go of certain things too, where I was like, I'm really trying to let this go, but it keeps festering. It's still there. It's like, how do I remove this? How do I really let this go? For me, when I let things go, it comes a me. Becomes a me thing again. I have to put focus on myself, but this is how I do it. Um, for me letting go, I have to put focus on myself. I have to gas myself up. I gas myself up. So, instead of someone else telling me that I'm beautiful or I got it going on or I am the shit or whatever the case may be, I gas myself up. And it makes it easy for me to kind of detach from situations like, you know what? I'm good. Because I am good on my own. If this is about relationships, I am good on my own. I'll be okay. I've been through some things. I'll be all right. But I just really have a lot of faith and trust in God. And that's just me when it comes to letting go. I just have a lot of trust and faith in God. Take my hands off situations and just allow him to just do his thing. As long as I know I'm doing my part, I know God's gonna do the rest. I also know whatever's for me is gonna be for me. And if it's not for me, then God's gonna do something better. So the way that my perception is of things, it makes it a bit easier for me to let go. So maybe changing your perspective or your perception of how you view things or how you think will help you let go of certain things that you got to hold on to. That's that again. That's just me. This is from my angle of how I do things. It may be different for some of you guys, or maybe you guys may handle it a bit different. Um, Maybe going through things in life will make you do just that. Trust in God. Letting go seems to be the theme of the night. Have you been crying, spicy, or congested? No, I'm congested. That's why I have my tissue. This nose over here keeps dripping. I have a cold. I have a cold. I'm a little bit under the weather. I'm holding on to my business. It's hard to let it go. Why are you letting go? Why are you trying to let go of your business? There's something you feel like you can't do. Why? There's something that you feel like you can't do. Oregano oil. Oregano oil. Okay, that's exactly why they gave me that. Okay. Right now, you're going through a hard time and you don't see a way out. Your business will thrive, but there's something that's blocking. There's something you need to snip out, and you know what it is that you need to snip out. But there's also trying some new methods and putting those ideas to work. You need to believe that your business is going to succeed because you doubt it. And if you're doubting that it's going to work, that's exactly what you're going to get. So, what you need to let go is the fear of doubt. Doubt. I feel like every business has its up moments, its down moments. It's like a stock exchange market. Like it has ups and downs. Like maybe this today it's great. Maybe tomorrow it's not so great. It's like me. I'm not always okay financially when it comes to what I do. Sometimes I have, an overwhelmingly amount of, clients, and then sometimes it goes to where I don't, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? Like the money's not coming in. Yeah, but I'll tell you this: I'm not going to allow that to deter me or to stop me from where I am meant to go. I have to continue to trust the process and put in the work, trying new things, putting myself out there. Okay. always a way. There's always a way. You got to get yourself some Mucinex DM. It's a bug being passed around via this kid. Yeah, I'm afraid royalty's gonna pick it up because she's under me. You talking about get some Mucinex DM? I don't need no Mucinex DM to go to sleep. Thank you, Kim. Continue to put in the hard work. Okay, Yvonne, don't give up. Don't give up on it. It's gonna thrive. You're being humbled. You're being humbled. So make sure that you're not just looking at why things are the way they are. The reason why you're going through a drought season is because you're being taught how to be humble or how to remain humble. Sometimes we tend to I was just making sure her face wasn't face down. But sometimes we tend to forget where we come from or forget how we started, or once the money starts coming in, we be like, ooh, I got this and I'm getting that, not it's this, that, what I'm saying. Remember why you started your business in the first place. Don't ever forget why. Okay? Don't allow the amount of success to take you from who you are. Okay? So just as God can give, God can take away. So make sure you stay in that energy of why you started it. Stay humble. Stay humble. Stay humble. Okay? Oh, you're a nurse, and so never mind. Yeah, I have to be careful what I take as far as medicine. I'm pretty sure I'd probably be able to take Mucinex. I feel so weird doing this right now, but oh my goodness. Like it just keeps leaking. Somebody has a question about direction. Who? Somebody has a question about direction. Who is that? Like somebody really doesn't know what to do with their life, or which way to go with something. This is a huge life decision. Somebody's going through trying to find direction on a huge life decision. I don't know who that is. Whatever this is, it's a life-changing decision. You say you, Julia? What's going on with your situation? Or do you have a question that you want to ask me without giving me too much information? You're scared of what, though? The thought of things really changing really scares you, like something changing permanently. Are you contemplating some kind of move or something? Because I heard switch. Like I don't know if you're switching. Was it switching job or switching a home where you live? Something. There's something. Some kind of switch. So you acting like you good, but you really not. You don't tell nobody how you feeling about this. I've decided if I want to switch careers. So why are you scared? Why are you scared? Scared of the unknown. You're scared to. It's like not knowing if whatever this is going to work out for you. If that's the case, you're gonna be scared of everything, huh? Did you apply for a job somewhere? Something about something I don't know, unopened. What is it? What has been unopened? What do you what do you really want to do, Julia? Let me ask you that, and then I'll tell you why I asked you. What do you really want to do? Royalty did so good, y'all, today. She was not fussy at all. Thank goodness. I feel like I need to switch things around so that I can be more financially stable. In the meantime, what is it that you really want to do, Julia? Like in life, Chino. Hold on. Put it down in the comments, Julia. All right. Julia, I'm still waiting for your answer. Oh. Oh. She definitely was after she got her shots. She definitely was. Honestly, I've been so unstable and depressed. The only thing I can think. I wish I hadn't had my life myself. But that goes with what you want to do for yourself. Because whichever it's like you're saying you're trying to decide between two things. One way may lead you to a route where you're more financially unstable, but the other way may lead you to where you're trying to go in the long run for what you want to do with your life. So you have to really ask yourself. You say you're trying to figure out what makes think about what makes you happy. I understand the money part. Everyone wants to be stable. I'm not saying pass up on a financial opportunity, but also don't allow that to take you from what it is that you're very passionate about, what you want to do for yourself. So when it comes to deciding, make sure you're deciding and being true to yourself. Okay. It's a choice. You have a gift. You have a gift. Which way are you going to choose to use your gift? I know. I know. I'm looking for a first shift, tired of not having a life. You'll find a first shift job, Stephanie, but you might end up taking a pay cut with that. Okay, if you do end up going to first shift, you may take a financial pay cut, but what you make on the side will make up for what you lose by switching to the daytime. If that make, I hope I said that right. sometimes we end up switching, long-term goals or long-term dreams for things that are for the right now things, because we need things right now, instead of actually investing into things, like investing ourselves. Even though you may feel like you may not make more money a certain way versus the other way, Julia, you have to trust that God's going to carry you through regardless. Well, if I go that way, I'm not going to make that much money and I won't be able to. If you think that way, then that's what it's going to be. But once you start trusting and having faith in God that He's going to provide you everything that you need while you're doing whatever you're doing, you will. You won't go without. Choice though. God has been carrying me this whole entire year. Literally. Brandy. She's right there. No, come on. Yes, indeed, I can relate. I've just been so focused on loving myself because my self-esteem is so up. What is this song I'm hearing? You have a lot of resentment towards things. Oh, towards a person, huh? Beyonce resentment is what I heard. You need to let go of the pain of this situation. You're still holding on to a lot from this person. You don't trust this person. You have trust issues because of this person or the situation. Pathological liar. Instead of this, what I'm seeing is kind of like this person, you being around him and his friends or something like that. I don't know what was actually said, All I know is like it's the feeling that I get from the situation you were in. You were with him and his friends, and there was something, I don't know what kind of conversation you guys were having or what this person actually said. But it's leaving a bad taste in my mouth. Um, it's kind of like, I don't know if he said something in response to you or something that his friend said, but it's kind of like in a sense where he didn't stick up for you and he laughed at the situation. He, instead of him sticking up for you, and instead of him sticking up for you, it's kind of like he laughed to try to what, be cool for his friends. He made you feel small. He made you feel small. I'm sorry for that. He made you feel small. Yes, our fight at Coachella. Bros before hoes. Who does he? Who do your person hang around with? Who does your person hang with? That's so immature and childish. See, he caused you a lot of confusion because it's kind of like, okay, maybe in front of his friends he was one way, but behind closed doors when it was just you and him, he was very sweet. Rub your feet type of sweet. He was very sweet. You have a lot of pent up animosity towards this person. The reason why it's hard for you to let it go is because you still love this person. You may not have the same exact kind of feelings, but you still love this person. And there's a lot of unanswered questions that you don't have. It's like feeling like there's things unresolved. You have to be okay with apologizing to yourself, taking responsibility for what your part that you played, you know, your actions. You can't worry about if that person's gonna, you have to be, you know what I'm saying, worry if they're gonna apologize. So you have to be okay with apologizing to yourself. Because sometimes you'll never get that apology. I was with my ex-husband for 16 years. I never got an apology, but I'm okay with that. I'm good. I never got an apology for none of my exes. I'm good on them though. Is that what got you bent out of shape? Is that conversation of what got you bent out of shape? You didn't see that conversation coming. It's because he acts like, you know, he's wishy-washy with you. One moment he does, and then the next moment he doesn't. So you get confused. But you already know that he does. This is something that he does. This person does this all the time. It's kind of like, how do you go from saying you want me to saying the next moment you don't want me? So that kind of threw you for a loop, because I feel like, you know, before he said that to you, um, not too long before he said that, he told you that he wanted to be with you, And then shortly after, he's like, yeah, no, I don't feel like it happened in the same day. I don't even feel like the same week. But somewhere in between, it kind of, got foggy real quick. He's very hesitant. Pretty much. You deserve to have exactly what you want, Julia. You deserve to have exactly what you want. But in order to get what you want, you have to learn how to let things go. Stop trying to wrap your mind around things and make sense around things that you already know. That's where you get all up in your head crazy and saying with it because you already know what it is. But then you go in your mind and you overprocess trying to figure things out when you already know what it is. You're seeing exactly what you're seeing. Stop questioning that. You're seeing exactly what you're seeing. You're hearing exactly what you're hearing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The bros before hoes type vibe thing that I heard. Bros before hoes. That's what I'm saying. Who does he hang out with? Because they sound immature. My person is going through so much right now, and I want to help, but I like that you have compassion, Kim. But put your focus on yourself. You can't worry about his journey in his life. You need to be worried and focus on your own. Okay? Focus on Kim's journey, where Kim's supposed to be going, what Kim's supposed to be doing. Yes, and you're right. Allow him to do what he needs to do for himself. He's going through what he's going through because he put himself in that situation. He's playing the hand that he dealt himself. So let him play his own hand right now that he dealt himself. His friends, well, his friends always try to make me be okay with the way after thing. And he didn't draw a line. Ooh, they used to pass around girls. They used to pass around girls. That's disgusting. I would have let go sooner if I knew he didn't feel the same way I did. But you did, Julia. You've been known. It's the fact that you wanted it because of what you seen. You knew what it was, but you wanted what you saw. You wanted what you envisioned for y'all. Julia, lesson learned. Lesson learned. That should show you his respect level, though. It should show you the respect level and where his loyalty lies. Anything anybody else wants to drop down and say? Let go of the things that happened, Julia. That's my song. I love that song. I can never tell you guys that it's gonna be easy because it's not easy. It's definitely not something that's easy. It's not easy to let go of certain things. But once you do, you're gonna feel so liberated. So liberated. Will I be on tomorrow? Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow, hopefully. Hopefully I don't wake up worse than I am today. But I do plan on getting on tomorrow to do your guidance read. And why do you feel traumatized? Bye, Yvonne. Give them kisses from Spicy. Because I allowed myself to remember. Julia, guess what? That's already happened. And guess what you can't do? We just talked about this. You can't change the past, okay? You did something that you're not proud of, okay? You recognize what it is, you recognize that it wasn't right. Forgive yourself for that and let that go. Take the lesson that you take the lesson that you learned from it and move forward from it. But don't allow that to hold you back or define who you are or your character as a person. We've all done things in our lives that we're not proud of. Don't try to call me out, Julia. You should go to sleep if you're tired. I am. I'm gonna sleep great too. I'm gonna sleep amazing. Does anybody have any quick questions for me? Like quick questions, things that I can answer quickly for you guys. You're gonna have to kind of reel your energy in. You're gonna have to reel your energy in a bit, Nurse Mina. You may not want to hear me say this to you, but there's a wild and free kind of energy that you have. So you have to ask yourself, what are you trying to attract? I'm not wanting to really get into specifics because I'm uncomfortable with saying what they giving me. What is it that you're trying to attract? And are you putting yourself in the situation to attract what you're looking for? If that makes sense, I hope that makes sense to you without me being or overstepping myself. I also just heard the company you keep. You know how they say like people you hang around kind of puts people in the mindset of who you are. So if you're hanging around people that are no good, guess what people are going to see you as? No good. If you're hanging around people that are trashy, people are going to think that you're what? You're trashy. So I hope this makes sense for you. You might have to change your circle of what you do, who you're around, because you're trying to attract something, but There's some things you need to literally switch for yourself. Reevaluate your life and choices and people that you have in your life and around you. Okay, I was confused. You can't wait for an apology. What, Stephanie? Now I'm confused with what you said. You're welcome. Don't allow others to dim your light, Nurse Mina. They don't know what you know. They don't know what you know. Don't allow other people to dim your light. All right. I don't know what you meant by that, Stephanie. For the 7 people in here, I will pull a card on you. If you guys have a yes or no question, drop it down, and then I'm gonna close y'all out because I am sleepy. I am sleepy. So go ahead and give you guys a quick yes or no question. Yes, Kim. You guys will work things out. You'll have your happily ever after. I feel like there's some things you guys may need to detach from though, because there's some toxicity here. Yeah, there's something you guys need to look into something. Looking into maybe why you can't fully detach from each other, because you guys are very much connected. It's like it's hard to break free from this. You feel very connected. Needing to look into what. Yep, I can't even make it up. Need to feel like, why can't you guys detach from this? Why can't you walk away? Need to look at that, both of y'all, because there's something that's in there that's toxic. You guys will get back together, work it out, and you will have what you guys want, but you guys need to look at, why you're not able to walk away or why you're not able to detach from whoever this is. This path I'm on, be successful. Will this path be successful? Yes. You may have to cut some things out of your life. I do see that you're going to be making proper decisions or using your discernment, your mental, um, what you've learned. There could be a I was gonna say romance, so might as well say it. So there could be some kind of romantic connection, or it could be a business partnership that you decide to go into, like go into business with someone or get in a relationship with someone. Will I ever get married? Yes. That's look, and this is marriage cards. The Hierophant and the Four of Wands, a relationship, union, building a home with someone. Hierophant is, it speaks on marriages, commitments, higher level commitments, spiritual connections. So you could get with someone who's spiritual. It could be like a spiritual connection that you get, that whoever this is for you. You are, however, going to need to let go of what you've been through in your past that has caused you so much pain, okay? Because you're still very much guarded because of what you went through. So, in order for it to be successful, you have to do the work on your end as well by letting go of things you're still holding on to. Will JP and I be in a relationship? I heard no right off the back. I heard no. Waste of time waster. You're gonna be closing out a cycle with this person. You're indecisive. Ooh, they're very arrogant, self-centered in a way. Focus on business and career or finances, something like that. They're very, whoever this is, they're very guarded. I figured that. Okay. Yeah, this is someone who kind of, it's like they know they need to heal from things, but they don't. I'm watching from two different devices, and you're saying two different things on both. Anybody else got a question before I jump off here? Yeah, there was. There was. This person does think about you a lot, or when they're alone. They definitely kind of they're gonna want a new beginning here with you. Lord. answer is yes. You got to say the same thing, Lord. Rewind, Stephanie. I'm so tired. I'm about to get off of here. You guys are gonna have to rewind. If you guys are wanting to hear your questions, I feel so drained. I need to sleep. I'm gonna take some cough medicine and lay down. What was Stephanie's question, anyways? Though I don't even remember what your question was. Oh yeah, you have to hire fine in the 401s. I said yes, but you would have to let go of pain that you're still holding on to because you're very guarded. Okay. But when you rewind, you'll see it. All right, y'all. I'm getting off of here. I'm tired. I thank you guys for staying. It was 11:30. No wonder why I'm tired. It's 11:30 at night. Rewinding now. Yeah, but you will be in a committed relationship. There is marriage involved. But you're gonna have to get out of your own way. You're gonna have to get out of your own way with that one. Okay. All right, y'all. I love you guys. I'm getting some rest. I think I still have Elena. I still have 2 kids that are awake. They're gonna be up by themselves. All right, guys. As always, sending you guys lots of love and light. Love you guys. Good night.